Hello everybody, happy Friday, hope you're doing very well, and as you can gather, it's time to open up some current season Chelsea shirts. Yes, as a Chelsea fan, it's a bit weird constantly buying shirts for all these teams that in reality I don't really care about, but it's the Chelsea shirts that I still haven't got for the current season. And the reason for that was I was waiting for us to get a front of shirt sponsor. Because how could a big club like Chelsea, go through a whole season without somebody wanting to advertise their own products on the front of our shirts? And similar to last season, it took a while until we got Infinite Athlete, the company that, well, clearly they didn't want to get involved again. And they sort of appeared in, was it about October, November? And as I'm filming this, we're in March now. The likelihood is we ain't going to get a front sponsor. If what, for the last month and a half, it'd be bloody typical, wouldn't it? But now I've come to terms with, it's very strange for me to do this. I don't like buying shirts without sponsors just for my collection. Doing it for a Chelsea shirt is very weird. But that's the reality. And obviously, if I want to have all the shirts, this is what it is going to be. So I have only managed to grab the home and the away shirt. I couldn't get the third shirt because it's sold out in my size, which is medium. Every other size seems to be available, which is, again, typical. It's not unsurprising because the third shirt, I would say, is probably the best of the three. Certainly when it comes to the looking good and sponsored. So if anybody watching this knows where I could buy a medium, mention it in the comments, because obviously I do need to grab it from somewhere. So we've got them both in here. And of course, you know that I get all my shirts personalised. I have this one that I'm wearing here. It's got Alvaro Morata on the back. Yeah, remember him? So hopefully these players that I've got here are going to be long-term successful players for the club. So let's get it open. We'll see which one we're going to have first. And yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I have more connection to these shirts, so I'm quite excited to see what they're going to be like. Oh, we have the home shirt, so we'll just put that over here first. Right, let's get it open. Hopefully the printing is all relatively smart and looks good. Nothing's off-center. Yes, very excited. Right then. So, we'll start with the front of the shirt because the opposite way around. So there you go. Clearly no sponsor on the front there, and it is the home shirt with that very interesting design. So you can clearly see, compared to this shirt here and most of Chelsea home shirts, this one for sure was the most simplest of all shirts. There's no design on it whatsoever, it's just pure blue. Love the colour though, and to be honest, not against it. I like just a simple Chelsea blue shirt. This one has that sort of very wavy, bussy British Gas styling shirt, and also you've got the orange that runs around the Nike and then also around the club crest. It's like a plasticky feel because these are just the stadium versions. I didn't go for the play versions, partly because I'm not super sold on the designs. And then you've got like an iridescent sort of reflective on the crest. You can see there that the light reflects against it, which is pretty cool. But again, I don't mind just a nice simple Chelsea crest, to be honest. You know, it is what it is. It's got the tags on, but they will be removed because I'm going to be wearing these. And then on the inside, I think it's been the case on a few seasons now. We've got the London tag. So, who are we going to have on the back? So we've had a high turnover of players, and we'll probably continue to do so for many years to come. So there wasn't like a few options. There was many options I could go for. Okay then. So, drum roll. We have gone for. There it is. Moises Caicedo. He's the most expensive player, isn't he, in Premier League history? The one that we sort of able to gazump Liverpool when we got him from Brighton. And he started off, it was a difficult start, possibly. I mean, look, you can't ever shake that sort of value of money, but it's not him doing that. Not directly anyway. And to be honest, he's been exceptionally good this season, you know, and that's only going to be hopefully getting better as the years grow, as he gets a little bit more mature and experienced. So he's been a very strong reason as to why Chelsea have been doing pretty decently this year. I mean, we're 4th, 5th, depending on what time you'll be seeing the video. We were briefly in a title challenge, though not really. So there's clearly things are happening. Next season is going to be the more interesting one, especially with Estevao, who just looks remarkable. He scored another 2 goals the weekend that just went when you were seeing this video. That's exciting. But this guy is just amazing, and I hopefully look forward to seeing him at Chelsea for many years to come. I mean, he's got a contract that would suggest he would be, so that's going to be something to keep an eye out as a Chelsea fan. And then I just noticed on the collar, it's got like a weird this bit here. The collar is not like in the centre; it's just off centre a little bit. Small details, eh? So there you go. We've got the Caicedo on the back. Now then, we have one more to go. Hopefully, is the away shirt. Here it is. Let's get it open. And the front of the shirt. There we are. You can already see the name through the back. That's kind of ruined that surprise, but there we go. So there it is. So it's a continuation again of that sort of similar style of crest. So you've got the same thing, apart from the fact that it's not sort of reflective. It's more of the blue that you would associate with Chelsea, and this one's a little bit more orange. So again, I'm not a huge fan of that crest, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the orange. It's not really something that I would personally associate with Chelsea. I know that in the 90s we had those very popular designs, those grey and orange ones. But I don't know. I just don't think it works necessarily. One thing that did surprise me when I first saw this shirt in person, it was the fact that when I saw it released, I didn't really maybe look at it in too much detail, and I thought I'd love a white Chelsea shirt. Load of white Chelsea shirts there. It's got your blue detailing. It's got orange, but you know, that's fine, I suppose. Love it. In reality, this is not a white football shirt. It's a kind of a creamy, salmony, pinky, off-white colour. I don't know if it's going to pick it up on the camera, but I saw it in person, and I thought, ooh, okay then. I'm not entirely sure about that. Again, I don't mind an off-white shirt. I've got a few in the collection, and they look smart. But it's just, I don't know. It might grow on me, and again, if it had a sponsor, possibly it might be nice. Again, we have the London on the inside of the collar, and also we also have an actual collar on this one, which is quite nice. I quite like a little bit of a collar. But who is the surprise player on the back that we totally haven't already seen? Can we see what it's through there? Let's turn around. Yes, it is the partner. The partner to Caicedo. It is Enzo Fernandez. Very, very good. Again, what is he? The second most expensive player in Premier League history? So, yeah, it's a very, very pricey midfield that Chelsea currently have. Again, it took him a while to get going. He was obviously fresh off a World Cup victory, highly touted. We had to pay a lot of money to get him from Benfica, certainly in the January transfer. There were suggestions that he wasn't happy, yada, yada, yada. He's, again, still very, very young. And this year, I mean, he had a period where he was really, really firing on all cylinders, getting a lot of goals, a lot of assists, quieting down a little bit, but over recent performances, he's been one of the players. When Palmer's sort of had a little bit of a quiet game, he's been the one that's kind of stood out and gone, well, you know, I can still do things, you know, I'll do what I need to do. So, I've got nothing against him. Some Chelsea fans may be a little bit frustrated, but I think if we can get somebody a little bit more solid, possibly Andres Santos, who's at Strasbourg, who by all accounts has been remarkable. I don't know if we can play all three of those at the same time. We'll see. I think the midfield is the strongest part we have right now as a section. The defence is questionable, the forward line is questionable, the goalkeeper is certainly questionable, but I think the midfield is pretty decent. So yeah, Enzo has gone for that one. Now, of course, we have the third shirt still to go, and I would still get it personalised. When it comes to the players that I got last season, I got on the home shirt Cole Palmer, no issues there. I got Levi Colwill. Some Chelsea fans might be a little bit against him a little bit. I will remind them that he's still exceptionally young, and he can only get better, hopefully. And then Malo Gusto, who's in the same sort of category, very, very young. Seems to be very good on that right side, certainly with Reece James constantly unavailable, though he has been playing some games recently, so that's quite exciting. And then the season before that, I got Raheem Sterling, yep, that's not going to work out. Ben Chilwell, clearly his time at Chelsea's over, and Mudryk, who has been suspended and generally hasn't been very good. So that was a terrible year for football shirts. Yes, so this final third shirt, I'm thinking I want a Cucurella shirt, just because I think he's a great player and I think he's just, you know, going to be, depending how long he stays at Chelsea, I think he could become another one of those Aspilicueta style ones, Ivanovic, sort of reputation-wise. I would like to get a Lavia shirt, but he's so injury prone. I just don't know about him. I was thinking of getting one of the attackers, maybe a Madueke, but I don't know if he's going to be there next season. Sancho, I need to give him a bit more time. And what other players was I thinking of getting? I can't get Nkunku because he will be gone most likely. Jackson, could have got Jackson, but again, I've got Morata. I've got so many strikers who have just not performed. We'll see. We'll see what happens for next season. But there we go. That's just 2 Chelsea shirts that I will be wearing at some point. Quite excited. No sponsors, which is a little bit of a shame, but you've got to play with what you got to play with. Yeah. So third one. If anybody knows, let me know, please, because I need to add it to the collection. Okay then. So we have plenty more shirts to open. Some really smart ones to come. We'll just see what it's going to be. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Hope you have a great weekend ahead, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.